Hey everyone, my name is CS Samurai, and welcome to the first video in what's going to be a video series on JavaScript ES6. So let's get right into it. So what assumptions am I going to make about you? So my assumption is really there's only one, and it's that you know a little bit about JavaScript. You have a basic understanding of the syntax, because we are going to be covering some fairly advanced topics in this video series, and I'm going to be using JavaScript syntax that I expect you to know. So if you do not feel comfortable with your understanding of JavaScript, I would definitely recommend you look into some courses or some tutorials and gain an understanding of basic JavaScript syntax before you dig into this video with me. So what does ES6 stand for? ES6 stands for ACMAScript. That's the ES part, of course, and then 6 is the 6th edition. This is also known as ACMAScript 2015 because that is the year in which the specification was released. So let's clear up a little bit of confusion about ECMAScript. There's articles all over the place that I've read comparing, is ECMAScript JavaScript? What is ECMAScript? What's ECMA? All this stuff. There's just a lot of confusion flying around out there. So let's clear it up a little bit. So ECMAScript in and of itself is a general purpose scripting language specification. Okay, it's not a language itself. It's a specification for how to create a language. There is a document out there called ECMA 262, which is the name of the standard that ECMAScript is built on top of. So it's really the document that has the guidelines and the syntax rules for ECMAScript. And ECMAScript, like I've already just said, ECMAScript provides the syntax rules and guidelines that a scripting language needs in order to be what's known as ECMAScript compliant. And I thought this was kind of interesting when I started digging into ECMA 262. It's actually 860 pages long, so that's pretty insane. This is just a little image of the front page of the 2020 ECMAScript standard of ECMA 262. And you can see it's 860 pages. So if you're bored one day, you want some light reading, check this out. I'll leave a link in the description to this document. It's massive. All right, so JavaScript versus ECMAScript. Again, clearing up some more confusion here. Like we've already said, ECMAScript is a general purpose language specification. Again, it lays out the guidelines and the syntax rules for building an ECMAScript compliant language. And JavaScript is a general purpose language. So JavaScript is a language, of course, we all know that, and ECMAScript is a specification for a language. And JavaScript is in fact ECMAScript compliant. JavaScript does have some other features that are not included in ECMAScript. That's out of the scope of this video, but it is important to note that. And last but not least, JavaScript is not ECMAScript, okay? I know there's a lot of confusion out there about, ECMAScript being JavaScript. Are they just interchangeable? Are they synonyms? Well, no, they're not. Again, JavaScript is a general purpose language, and ECMAScript is a specification. So really, JavaScript is an implementation of ECMAScript plus some other features. It's not a one-for-one of ECMAScript. Okay, so just a quick recap. ES6, again, stands for ECMAScript, which is the general purpose language specification that is built on top of ECMA 262, which is the standards document for which ECMAScript is built. The specification is built on top of. And ES6 is the 6th edition of the ECMA standard that contains rules and standards for ECMAScript, 6 features. Okay. And JavaScript is the implementation, JavaScript implements those features, those 6th edition features. So that's what we mean when we say JavaScript ES6. I know it's kind of two things mashed into one. It's really JavaScript's implementation of ECMAScript version 6 or 6th edition's features. Okay. So that being said, what's in this course? What's in this series? Quite a few things. Of course, we're going to be going over the new JavaScript ES6 features. Features such as let and const. So what are these? Promises, classes, destructuring, both array and object destructuring, modules, arrow functions, which are super cool and useful, and quite a bit more. So this series is going to be jam-packed with ES6 features. I'm really excited to show off some of the things that ES6 has. There are some really, really cool and convenient syntax and features that this brings. And I hope to see you in the next one.